Be advised, the opinions and views of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
Yup! You're still watching the Business Portal, your gateway to business trends and opportunities. Don't be surprised if you're seeing a new production set. We were invited by the organizer of the 4th Philippine Real Estate Festival, and we're here at the World Trade Center. In this episode, and this one episode is actually very bright for us. It's an idea that would like to wrap up our first season of the creative business with Lloyd Luna. In this episode, I'm going to show you our interviews with different presidents and CEOs of respective companies in the real estate and tourism sectors. You are watching Creative Business.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Our guest for today is actually a very good friend of mine. He's actually very special to me because way back we were able to meet and talk about some business together. He's the man that I really admire in terms of marketing. Now he's a marketing consultant of San Miguel property. So let me introduce to you, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Willie Arcilla. Hi Willie, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Lloyd. It's been a long time, but I'm just so happy to reunite with you, reconnect with you, and I'm very proud of what
you look younger. Is that part of being a marketing consultant of San Miguel?
Thank you very much. I can only say the same of you.
Yeah, because I should work there if ever.
Absolutely. You're welcome to join us.
Yeah, I would like to understand first is how's your family doing right now?
They're fine. Thank you very much. I've got 4 kids, if you remember. My 2 daughters who have graduated from the Ateneo are now working at, one is working with Procter & Gamble, also my alma mater, and the other one is working with Johnson & Johnson.
Right.
And then my other 2 boys are still studying. One is in La Salle, DLSU, taking up computer science, and the youngest in the brood is high school sophomore at La Salle Green Hills.
Right. So kayo nagmana? Who's Jeans?
It must be the wives.
Is she watching now? She should be watching the show.
She's actually working very hard. She's in Baguio. She's on a business trip. She should be home by tonight.
Right. So
I will.
it's
but
very
tell
good.
her we met her again.
Yeah, it's very good. You actually said na sa kanya nagmana, no? Makikita niya. But prior to becoming a marketing consultant, you have been through some other companies, right? In terms of design marketing thing. So can you tell us more about where you're coming from, really?
Yeah. Thank you, Lloyd. Well, just very briefly, I've had a 30-year career working for various companies, both multinationals as well as local conglomerates across the Asia-Pacific region.
Right.
So I've been blessed with the opportunity to work with companies like Procter & Gamble, SC Johnson in Indonesia, San Miguel Corporation in Hong Kong and China, as well as the Philippines. I've also had a stint with the RFM Group under Joy Concepcion, as well as the Coca-Cola Company in China, and finally URC with the Gokongwei family around Southeast Asia.
Now you are in the property business. Is there a difference marketing the properties or with the consumer products that you have had in the past?
Yes, there are differences, but at the same time, Lloyd, as you must know very well, being a marketing man yourself, there are perhaps more similarities than there are differences. And essentially, the fundamental principle that the essence of business is that everything begins and ends with the customer, holds true in virtually all fields of business. Whether you're marketing soap or beverages, or beer, or property, or telecommunications.
Right, so who was in charge of getting you on board?
Well, that's a good question. I was actually invited by the Vice President of San Miguel Corporation and General Manager of San Miguel Properties. His name is Attorney Carlo Marco Estadillo.
Right. Is there any adjustment period, when when you first, maybe the first 3 weeks in this company?
Yes, I think there's always an adjustment period whenever you're joining a new team, faces new challenges. But thankfully, we've been able to take this adjustment period or lead time to get a better understanding of what their major issues and challenges are. And that helped us a great deal in accelerating and fast-tracking our plans and programs, which I suppose you've seen to a certain extent in our displays and exhibits.
What I would like to ask Mr. Willie Arcilia is, what kind of person was he when he was still in college? What kind of student were you really when you were in college? Were you the one who is actively involved in extracurricular, or were you the bookish type of person? You will really have to excel academically.
I guess you could say that as far as I can remember, I've tried to strike.
This is not really far.
Why? You'll be surprised. I've tried to strike a balance between the academics as well as extracurricular activities, recognizing the importance of not just studying and getting good grades, but also the importance of honing your interpersonal skills and working with others, and teamwork and leadership at such an early stage. So I was involved in the student council in different organizations like the yearbook, and also participated in some traineeships overseas, and somehow managed to turn in a pretty good grade.
What happened after college?
Well, after college, I got an invitation. I was very blessed to have received an invitation to try and earn a scholarship at the Center for Research and Communications, which was then a very reputable private think tank organization headed by the likes of Dr. Jesus Stanislao and Dr. Bernie Villegas, from whom I learned my economics.
Right. So all of these portfolios, actually, San Miguel is now benefiting from this. Portfolios that you have had.
Well, I like to think that it's some symbiotic in a way that while of course we contribute our talent and our experience to the company and our God-given expertise, I also learned a great deal from San Miguel. You probably remember that I was also part of the San Miguel family some time back when I was the head of marketing for beer. That was from 1995 to 2000. So in a way, this is like coming full circle, so it's, you could say it's nice to be home.
Right. We are going to talk about one marketing campaign or idea that actually the San Miguel property is doing right now. Let's talk about people.